The best real-life example I've ever seen of the saying, "Give the hardest job to the laziest person, they'll find the easiest way to do it," happened at our tech company. Upper management couldn't understand why processing customer refunds was taking 3 hours. They brought in consultants, ran audits, and spent months trying to fix it. Meanwhile, Oscar, our office's most famously lazy employee, was handling refunds between Netflix binges and 2-hour lunches. Then came the breaking point. A big client threatened legal action over a $50,000 refund delay. The CEO stormed into the office, pointed straight at Oscar, who was practically napping, and barked, "You process this refund, now!" Everyone braced for chaos. Oscar barely glanced up from his phone and muttered, "Give me 5 minutes." The CEO looked ready to explode. But 4 minutes later, Oscar said, "Done." The client had already confirmed receipt. Cue chaos. Leadership demanded to know how Oscar pulled it off so fast. Oscar just shrugged. "I wrote a script that automates the whole thing." Turns out, instead of following the 47-step process like everyone else, Oscar had quietly built a tool that skipped all the nonsense. He'd been using it for months, finishing work in minutes, then pretending it still took hours so he could chill. The CEO was furious. At everyone except Oscar. "You mean this guy solved $1 million problem out of laziness, and the rest of you missed it?" Management held an emergency meeting. Oscar showed them how his script bypassed 30 approval steps, 4 pointless verifications, and 3 departments. The next day, Oscar was summoned to the CTO's office. But instead of being fired for skipping protocol, he was offered a promotion. Head of a new automation team. His terms? Work from home, flexible hours, and keeping his mini fridge. Done deal. Within 6 months, Oscar and his team of self-described lazy coders automated 70% of the company's manual work. But then things got messy. Other departments started sabotaging his systems, afraid automation would cost them their jobs. Oscar didn't retaliate. He just called a meeting and pulled up a dashboard. Every attempt to break his systems, complete with names, timestamps, and digital fingerprints. He'd automated sabotage detection too. The saboteurs were fired. Oscar hired them. "If they're smart enough to break my code and lazy enough to leave evidence, they're perfect for my team." Fast forward 3 years. Company processing time is down 90%, and Oscar's team has saved $50 million in operational costs. He still takes long lunches and watches Netflix while his systems do the heavy lifting. When a rival tried to poach him with a massive offer, Oscar declined, via an automated reply. "Writing a resignation letter is too much effort," it read. The CEO doubled